Hello world, Shelly here, and today I'm going to show you my typical cool toned look out of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Now I know this is not a new palette, but it is one of my beloved favorites, and I reach for it all the time. Most of the time I do a warm-toned red-pink based look out of this, but sometimes when I want cool tones, you can get that out of this palette too. Don't be fooled. It's definitely a very versatile palette. So I'm going to show you guys what I normally do for a cool toned look, and if you want to see how I got this eye look right here, keep on watching. First up, I'm going to take a soft, fluffy brush, and I'm using the Wayne Goss 03, and I'm going to dip into burnt orange and use this as my transition shade. Now I know that this is the warmer of the two between burnt orange and raw sienna, but I'm going for a cool toned look here, and sometimes you just want a little bit of warmth to kind of balance everything out. And also, since I've got hooded lids, I'm taking this a bit above my crease, so I'm kind of disguising the hood of my lid just a little bit. Now I'm going to take a more firm tapered crease brush. This is the Sigma E25. I'm going to take this into the outer corner, outer crease with Buon Fresco, and this is going to lay down some of that coolness. Don't take it quite as high as you took the burnt orange. I'm going to do kind of a halo eye here, so I'm also going to take this into the inner third on the same brush. We're sort of leaving that center area of the eye empty. Next, I'm going to take my Makeup Geek Outer V brush and go into Antique Bronze, and we're going to use this also on the outer third and inner third. In this case, I'm going to focus it on kind of my outer 7. Props to Nisha at Sugar Puff and Fluff. She invented the outer 7 instead of the outer V. It helps those of us that have a drooping or sagging sort of hood or sagging outer corners of our eyes to sort of lift that area. So instead of thinking of a V, which would come out to the sides, think of a 7 that is a little bit more lifted at the point of that sort of structure you're building. Next, I'm going to take a flat shader brush and go in with Vermeer and use that right in that open center space that we had left blank. Now here's where we want to just go in and sort of finesse things. I want a little bit more of the cool back in, so I'm going to dip back into Buon Fresco and just bring that back in as we transition from the inner and the outer corners into that Vermeer. Lastly, I'm going to take a very small blending brush. This is the Wayne Goss 20, and I'm just going to go back in with that burnt orange a tiny little bit and warm up the transition. With that same tiny blending brush, I'm going to just tap the tiniest bit into Cypress Umber, just the absolute tiniest bit. Knock your brush off and just place it right in the bulb of that 7, right in the outer corner, as tiny as you can. I just want a little more darkness and dimension right there. Last step, I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush with no product. This is a Wayne Goss 16, and I'm just going to blend all the edges to make sure everything is smooth. For brow bone, I'm going to dip into Tempera and just highlight under the arch of my brow. And for inner corner highlight, I'm going to take a little bit of Vermeer on my pinky finger and just boop it right in there. Brush away any fallout if you've got any. I'm going to add some liner mascara. I'll be right back. And here is the finished look. There you have it, my go-to cool toned look from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. If you would like to see some more looks out of this palette or any other palette, give me a thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.